Yep, it's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation, Hip Hop Nation Sirius XM co-host Alyi V.
What up?
I got a good friend of mine in the building. All right, you can introduce yourself. I can do the, I can do it like crazy.
It's your boy Killer Cam in the building. Sus, what's going on?
What's good, my brother? It's always weird to interview people I'm cool with.
Yeah, I was just
we gotta,
about to say, it's like I don't know when to jump in. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, are you gonna introduce me? Should I just be like, yo, Sus, chill, it's me, it's Cam? Like, yeah.
Your
But
swag
you
was a
my
little
man.
bit, my shit would have been more like animated, but you know, it's all
Right.
good. Killer, what's been good with you, my brother? The record drop?
Yeah, man. Just working, man. You know, about to get back in the loop. So I came to see you, man, because you know I'm about to put these records out. So I'm gonna come check before I see you.
I was DJing a club in Mount Vernon, Sue's Rendezvous, and
Right.
you happened to be at the same gig.
Right.
And I think I told you, please fucking drop new music.
Right.
New York City needs you right now. Like, what's been the hiatus?
Just chasing the bag. Like, with me, I'm always gonna go for where the check is at. I was just explaining that to somebody else. I was saying that I'm used to a certain amount of money when it comes to doing albums and stuff.
Yeah.
And I understand the landscape is different. I understand everything is, you know, more digital and the checks aren't as big as they used to get. So I said I'm gonna start doing other things to get the check that I used to get in music in other areas, whether it's shows, whether it's merchandising, whether it's whatever, acting or doing Netflix deals or whatever. I'm used to just getting a certain amount of money per year, and the music checks that I used to get because of the net, and I'm not mad, now it's streaming, now I'm learning more the last few years on how to get to the check. It just wasn't the
But it's
check.
not the same type of money,
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't what I was used to. So once you get used to making a certain amount of money, I wasn't always just a music dude. I'm used to this lifestyle. I'm used to making this amount of money per year, and I just had to chase the chicken. But when it's time to do music, I'm all in.
So I was an intern. I know you don't know this, but I was an intern. The way I got in the game, I was an intern at Sony Music in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and I think you were signed to Epic at the time.
Right.
What was the checks like then compared to now? Like, what kind of disrespectful?
I'm be honest with you. Nah. I was explaining that to somebody else also. I was saying that my first two albums, I really got jerked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Really?
Yeah, like my first album, I got jerked. I gave away 50% of my publishing. I think my whole, not just my advance, my overall budget, you know, for my pocket, pardon me, my advance was probably like $70,000. And
There's just niggas out here listening right now like, you got jerked?
Nah, I'm just saying, because you got to realize at that point in time, I'm coming after a Cash Money. I'm coming after a No Limit. I'm coming after a Murder Inc. or a Roc-A-Fella. I'm like, I see what they doing, and they can't be doing what they doing with $60,000, $70,000. So I'm coming after all these people who's getting a bunch of money, and I was like, only it sound, I'm saying it sounds only, but compared to what other people was getting, I'm like, I'm not in it just to maintain. I'm in it to live. It's a difference between being alive and living.
Do you feel like you got? I mean, I don't know. I know this is not right.
Right.
But do you think some people, you got to get raped to get in the game a little bit?
You know what? And that's a great.
Just to get your name popping, and then you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I look at it two different ways. I'm not necessarily going to say jerked or raped, because as soon as I got out of Epic and went with Roc-A-Fella, with Dame, he taught me the business, and Dame would have never jerked me. We just, in the beginning of his music career and my music career, we just wasn't seeing eye to eye from some other shit in the street, brother shit, nothing bad. But when music started, we just wasn't seeing eye to eye, and it wasn't cause of music, it's just personal. I was like my brother, brothers fight.
Yeah.
But I humbled myself and went to him and was like, yo, man, I'm sorry. I need your help. You up. I really need your help because I believed in what I was doing. And he's like, don't worry about that shit, and put me on. But as far as what I'm saying, I don't think people need to get jerked now. With the point that I make to people is, it's people who come out and do 3-4 million and think that's the way it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always say that, and I'm not dissing him because it's my man, it's my nigga. I haven't seen him in a long time, but it ain't like my nigga, but he's cool whenever we do see each other. But like
Dame, we talking about?
No, Chingy. I was going to
Chingy.
All right, he come out the gate doing like 3-4 million, then don't do gold. The next album, you're not used to that. You do 3-4 million the first time, you thinking this is the way life's supposed to be. Me coming out the gate, not going platinum and not selling millions and not making a bunch of money, it just made me want to learn the business more, because I knew I had something with me talent-wise and hearing talented artists and just a good movement behind me. I said, I'm going to learn the business so I can win. But I don't think you necessarily have to get jerked, but selling a lot in the beginning, you could get spoiled, and it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, like when 50 did, what
Right.
was that, like 10 million the first album? The only way to go is down after that, right?
Right, but see, 50, he's a great, God bless his daddy, he also had a great business partner with Chris Lighty, and, I don't know 50's music financial business, but he caught up a hell of a check off the vitamin water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he didn't make no more money on the music tip when he put out selling 10 million or whatever, that vitamin water check was beautiful. So you could still live a certain lifestyle that you want to live, Being that he sold 10 million, I'm pretty sure he made great money doing music also, but you can't deny the vitamin water check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something different.
Now, Cam, we all heard the stories. I know you a long time. I know you a nigga that's not to be fucked with.
Nah.
So I'm just asking history a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
when you found out that you got jerked in that era, I'm not even gonna say did you slap somebody. Who got slapped?
You said you worked there. You should know what happened.
I interned. I only had privileged information. There's a lot of information I didn't know about, but I know somebody must have got slapped.
Well, if you worked there, you should know they had police in the building every day. It just got more.
Wow.
It got more expensive to have me there, not doing nothing, than to just let me go. You know what I'm saying? Because I just started learning the business on how they were stealing in my marketing money, as far as
Wow.
no promotion posters was being put up. Nobody was spending money at radio. I had 5 spins. I didn't know what a spin was, and I had a female who worked there who liked me, and she was teaching me everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Word, this is supposed to be like that, and that's supposed to be like this." Oh, they playing with my life right now.
Wow.
And I was locked in for 7 albums. So I didn't slap anybody. I just made it uncomfortable to where they just let me go, because I'm like, Dave McPherson, and I give him.
That's what I interned for. That's the crap.
Yeah,
Wow.
Dave McPherson, he's a cool dude, but he really wasn't for rap. He had 3 Little Women and B2K.
3LW.
3 Little Women, yeah, and he had like a bunch of R&B stuff, and that rap really wasn't his thing. You know what I'm saying? I remember when R. Kelly was going through whatever he was going through, he was out paying R. Kelly to write for B2K. He did a great job with R&B, but I'm just feeling I'm leaving a rap career in a guy who wear Tony Montana suits every day to work, and I just didn't really think he knew how to handle marketing. But he was overall a good dude. I just needed to get out of there to get on with my life.
Is it safe to say when you left, you was far from broke, though?
No, I mean, I wasn't nowhere near rich. I mean, because I did other things. It wasn't just depending on music money. I had to go get money however I had to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't broke, but if I depend on music, I was broke, because the first thing you're going to do when you get a check is buy a car.
Yeah.
Then you got to move to Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your rent every month, which probably $2,000-$3,000. I'm telling you, a check for $60 after you pay taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was. If all my money was exhausted through music, I would have been broke. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
And then
luckily, I did other things not to be broke.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
How was the money different? I'm just going through history, man,
Yeah,
because
go
I've
ahead,
never got a
talk.
chance to interview you.
Talk, man.
How was the money different once you got to Roc-A-Fella with Dame?
Oh, it was lovely. It was dope, man, because I didn't get a big check. Dame got me as much as he could from Def Jam, which, don't get me wrong, is way better than the money over there. Maybe about $300,000-$400,000 at the time, but
Nigga, that's a whole life change.
nah. But when you go platinum and you start bringing artists in, like my album went platinum, so over almost 2 million records. So then you renegotiate, you start getting checks for $2-3 million. Then you're hot, so your artist is hot. Jewels is hot.
Yeah.
He's heating up on the mixtapes. We started doing the mixtape. We was the first group, but I'm not sitting there because the people who made the toilet don't get props for the people making the toilet. But we was the first people whoever was rappers who did their own mixtapes. Back in them days, you had to be on Clue, or you had to be on Ron G or Doo-Wop, or whoever was hot at the time. We was the first artists to be like, yo, we got so many different songs on different DJs' mixtape, let's just do our own. And now, you got websites, mixtape, like datpiff.com, live mixtapes. But we set the stage for that. Not that nobody cares about it, but back to the point, Jewels was getting hot. I'm like, yo, we need bread from him. He's young, he's handsome, pause, the girls like him, what we doing? Then Jim would start getting, so it was really dope, and a lot of money was coming in because we had a great movement, and we just didn't use Def Jam and Roc-A-Fella as our only distribution. We started getting checks from other distribution, so it was a millions coming in.
Well, speaking about that era,
Right.
like there's movements that when I started DJing with vinyl,
Right.
it was like Bad Boy, it was Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a bunch of movements, but it was definitely Dipset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Puff just did, the Bad Boy reunion. Is it possible that we can see a Dipset reunion tour or something like that? I mean, is everybody on good terms?
Yeah, when it come to checks, everybody find each other. You know what I'm saying? So, last year we actually went out and did about 20 dates together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What happened was we just didn't follow through with the music. You know what I mean? So, it's cool to see us and reminisce. Just like the same thing. Like for instance, let me give you an example. You see, Puff is doing a Bad Boy reunion tour right now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to keep seeing it every 8-9 months without any new music. It's good to go see it, experience it, relive the time you was going through, and it's a Ram situation. You know, if he do it in another 3 or 4 or 5 years, the 25th anniversary, it's going to be crazy. But when you do it all the time and there's no new music behind it, it's dope for that one particular time. But last year, we probably did about 20 shows together.
All right, nice.
Right.
Well, I would like to see another tour
Yeah,
being promoted
absolutely.
with new music because the new music is crazy.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
What's up with, I know you let Vado go to with Khaled.
Right.
What's up with the new movement of Dipset? Like, is there new artists coming out?
To be honest, see, the thing is with me, is even like with Vado, I named it the UN with our project me and Vado was doing.
Yeah.
Because you can't just throw anybody in the Dipset because to me, we're the last group that's organic. And when I say organic, I mean that was raised together. Friends from Harlem that was friends before rap. You know what I'm saying? That we grew up together and we all became adults from kids together. And, I'm not saying other movements aren't dope. It's a lot of dope movements, but it's all this guy from this state or this guy from that state, and they put each other together. So when I say last organic, I'm just saying I'm talking about a movement of friends that came from not really having nothing to putting something together.
Yeah.
But with artists, I don't know. You got to be super, 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 super nice for me to want to spend my time because even like artists like Vado, people didn't get it in the beginning. So I had to do 4 mixtapes with Vado, Boss All Bosses, 1, 2, a lot of them with DJ Drama. And it took 80 songs for him to go get a major deal with me and him doing 4 mixtapes. It was fun doing it, so it don't seem like 80 songs because we just put out mixtapes, 20 songs on each mixtape.